Uni said on Kuman and Pesa Yenimbedaho. Yet me, I can't say yes, ye cannot. Now, me a day in Imbedaho. Omuya day in Imbedaho. If you say, Cronoa Akoso, Ewo Maimu, Ed Torso. Cronoa Akoso, Maimu Torso. And see a share. No, be a yedi case, and I see a charging a sebia a bicycle couldn't honor. Yet no famra quite so. Na say no kra eji sika na punishment e ho no e de amani pa no na aboa ma ye ho atoye na fe so aboa ma NDC fu wo sisi na say appointees e wo sisi no so they will be careful say the be ya ye diska bia ma on so won fanya adwuma wo de be ne say de ye sene fata na nkoye on adwen say obi a enye hwe after all say we ya nyom hwe ntie so be from there bi ntie se e make sure say emra no ene won ye adwuma but what you say
yes
afen so wona mostly see ta ka say ebia ye dwumade ye say ya charge obi na se bia ukasa na bia bawa na so ye kromfo a obon se bia na ekitafo no boafu ebi say ya ka so ye kromfo no kre ya na pese court be ka se oye kromfo ansa na ya ji atum so ye kromfo na se ukosa kana ye ka se obi akowia phone na ya sha se ye den ye buno ade ya chi kromfo no kre se we phone kan obi kaya nti a bare part of your life say ka so obi disc automatically so court aye o court nkan o de be cancel den kromfo obi hu ye fi no wi ade e kromfo wa abra nya mfa no court bobi abotai na ye hu se bi wono say ka so e kromfo na kwabra na ebuofu on se sitie enti ya makwan na obi a ya bodin se sika kodi ne hwana se isu se aban sika afa ne nsase no ye ma oman nji na muama yenko yenim minu se beboan ko na yenko
Agyaba na me pesa me ka bibi fa asasem we hu aya na wo ka na obi ofi se wo mpa aba na asam abada de na atwa mu ko
da bi wo de ne kan ne se won se ye wo kasa bebre kasa nya wo na aye enti misu se Agyaba ye kromfo eno ye de wo susu
okay
Agyaba ye kromfo that will come with evidence. It's being alleged say kwabena ekromfo and so obi na ye ka allegation and no crowd say no crowd no sansem no first dey ka say allegation to me kafa ho di da bi no ye allegation to obi so timi dey court say come and prove it and to so ni prove bia you don't say it one say your media stations bi mu ho a omo ya sa one at the cell station no what's a ugu obi ani mu ase ti your station be bro court case wo your case be bro court but what I say your station be there be your court nti we can decide say be yes and there be your boss be court na is it the best nti ultimate the kwan to ho say aban otwa mu no na point is ni bi me akromfo no doubt because enya de obi abokro no but I say aban atwam no omo ya akromfo a na so obi otene ba bia no mpe ne ho asem wo de akoka no what you say nti so de sa kwan ne to ho a you are good to go na ka say akufo de akromfo a akufo do den na wawie wa hunu na se na pamfo bi kɔ ball kro no nti wo de akosa ne papa no nso e bia na o kro no but what you say nti ne de yenye journalism a ho te what you say obi chia ne pa wo so nchia wo pa wo ya ade a ho te system no ye wo wura bebre wo adwuma ye yi mu ye wo wura bebre ne fa kwan to ho na ye maye de ne nye den enanso go amanfo bi tie obeso ye te se komna nti so che ne kwan pa no but what you say nti oye kromfo Agyaba ye kromfo o evidence nti ye be fast see ya edeni na Agyaba ye kromfo o sa na mete no misu se wagu Agyaba ni mu ase a won evidence enya nipa nyina na tie so oye kro no be san akọ back akọje se enya no kre ebudawo
ya ba fan sa
sa na eso fan
ba ne omo ye no na minority no de be nya ho na meka omo minority no so omo prevent say omo ma ye invest CJ no I think say eno no so no eya strategy bi sane ya ba ya nsem bi a wo court sane ya wo kan criminal issues e wo court no e betumi delay because with that chief justice no nsem bi wo ha wundumi ma judgment e ma nye ye nti omo ye sa na chese no omo ye sa omo prevent vetting na chese ye ni chief justice na chese emrena kwenenim David Obebe say 4 years no na so na still na wodumi anya hwe eno so strategy minority for no use eno na ti say na wo kan omo aso ni me say ebia na ebi mu na make say what you say ebi say wodumi case dey omunim say asem na bi say nete but because of that omunim say chief justice na asem nya ase na aso ntino they are trying to prevent say ebedu wonu kra no na abranse say betumi ayi aba na ebia wenya presidential pardon na say abanu etwetwe case to say nia omampa ndwe no mani mahama obeye so omoye ne sanso a emanu enkwenenim menche wo ho mede daily analyst okay mede etoaso ewa krata na poso na enim hope osi no sacred cows in Galamsey fight so osi Mahama wants chiefs politicians and financiers saso ena daily analyst now so Agyaba say government increase public sector salaries and minimum wage. So obodua makwa ahoma so abasisia na yeni nkomo bi ewo se wo era senyo Agyaba na labor consultant ewo ahoma so yeni nkomo mfa ye base pay ye increment no ho. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
By God's grace. Thanks for giving us this audience this morning. So we are talking about the increase with the base pay for 2026 by 9%. So what is when we say base pay? What is the what's the meaning? Just help us with that one before we move on.
Okay, so basically, the public sector base pay is the least amount of basic salary you can pay to an employer who is employed by government in the public sector. So the base pay is held within, it is the starting point of the single spine pay policy or the single spine pay structure. We call it the single spine salary structure, but it's still a pay structure. And it is the first point of pay at the bottom and the least pay which you can pay to an employee employed by the government. So that's basically what the base pay is about.
Very well. So, recently, that was before the weekend, we heard something like it's been increased to 9%, and then it seems there were a lot of agitation in the public sector. Is it that it's too small, or what they were expecting wasn't what they've heard?
So, honestly, I think personally that it is a bit low. Considering where we have come from. So over the past year, the economy is just picking up. The various indicators that inform pay policy and pay increases are basically just picking up. So inflation hit 8%, and then we have the interest rates drop to, I think, sub 10%. So it becomes difficult to say that it is fair for employees to be to have a pay increase, or government employees to have a pay increase of 9%. I was hoping that we would do something around maybe between 12% and 15%, or the least should be between 10% and 12%. And let me explain. So over the past 5 years, employees have basically had salary increments mostly below inflationary limits or levels. And when that happens, they lose part of the actual value of their pay. And so we were hoping that by the time things start picking up, the employer, who is government, would kind of give some concessionary increments to make up for the losses that have been made. But the government also makes, or government negotiations also make the argument that, the last year employees benefited from, last 2 years employees benefited from COLA. So the COLA was introduced to kind of support employees to manage the situation. And therefore, at this point where government is projecting the economic indicators to remain relatively stable over the next year, which is 2026, then it's okay to peg it at 9%. But here is the good news, that where things get worse, Labour can always go back to the negotiation table and negotiate for more. So let's hold on to this. At least it is something that is above the current inflationary rate. Let's hope that things don't deteriorate. And if they do, Labour can still go and negotiate for more.
Very well. Is there any risk in case the unions reject this 9% and push for a higher amount or higher percentage?
Come again, please.
Is there any risk? Do we risk any? Is there any risk in terms if the labor unions reject this 9% increment?
Of course, there's a huge risk, but I'm hoping that the labor negotiators would have consulted extensively within their membership before agreeing to this. Otherwise, then we risk a lot of agitation. And labor agitations are not good for anybody. Work stoppages, disruption of work, reduction of productivity, a general bad mood of the country, and bad news with hanging over the country, which doesn't inure well for both employers and employees alike, and the general business. So certainly when employees go on strike and demonstrate and have those kind of challenges, you find that things generally don't go well for that week or that period. And it hits government quite hard. But I'm hoping that the risk has been mitigated by a lot of consultations among the labor groups and organized labor before this 9% is reached. And like I keep saying, let all labor people know that 9% is not a bad figure for now, and especially because of the projections of the economy. But if things go wrong, the good news is that they can always go back to the table and ask for more.
Senor, please kindly walk us through what goes into it before a government set up a base pay. What are some of the things they take into consideration?
So basically, there's a formula. There's a pay increment formula which has basic economic indicators. So there is the cost of living, which was a huge, I am aware, was a huge issue for discussion, because cost of living would not only indicate minimum wage or minimum conditions of living, but the actual cost of living of the Ghanaian employee. And then there will certainly be inflation, there will certainly be interest rates, there will certainly be the cost of doing business indicators, because base pay would indicate call it the affordability or the ability for the employer to pay, right? So, for example, for government, they would look at government income, that is tax revenue income, and some of those things that make it possible for to indicate whether government can pay. Then we also look at the overall percentage increment in government's wage bill in relation to certain indicators like maybe tax revenue or GDP and so on and so forth. So it's a very complicated labor economic arrangement that leads to the negotiation, and the negotiation is data driven. So all these indicators and data are collected and put into the labor economics formula for the increment, and then the increment can be generated, and then both parties can then, based on that, put forward their proposals for negotiation, and then an agreement is reached after some discussions are held. So basically, that is how things go, and those are the indicators that inform what later results in the increment. Yeah.
So a message from a listener that is it possible that salary negotiations in Ghana be tied to inflation rather than fixed percentage increment? Is that possible?
I don't think it would be fair to employees, because inflation alone, in terms of labor and pay increases, and let's look at the general needs of the Ghanaian employee and then the productivity of the Ghanaian employee. So just tying it to inflation makes it just economic. But the employer would want to get value from paying. So that must be an indicator that is performance, and also productivity must also drive it. So there must be a balance. Now, for me, I won't advise that only inflation should drive pay increases, because it can be a factor, but only inflation is a generalized indicator that indicates the rate at which prices are rising. And it doesn't indicate the true value of an employee's pay if it's increased or reduced. So if you look at it, the parameters very well, it would not be advisable to tie it to only one indicator, which is the inflation. Now, if inflation, for example, is not determined accurately, because it's a generalized figure, then it will not impact the true value of the needs of an employee. So there has to be a balance, and then there has to be an opportunity to negotiate, because the employment relationship is a negotiable one. It's a contractual relationship. So parties have a right to negotiate their pay. So just relating or pinching the salary to inflation and for increments would not be enough. It would not really create a balance, and I dare say it may breach some basic principles of the employment relationship.
So, Senor, before you go, if you had one chance to advise government, workers and employees right now, what would you say? What message would you send to them?
Well, first of all, I would congratulate the parties for reaching this agreement. It's normally not easy. For government, I would say that sometimes they should look a bit forward in the positive light, and then try to meet employees halfway, because I think they started from 20%, labor started from around 20%, came to 15%, and this is because it is always good to avoid litigation, or not litigation, to avoid the agitation from the other side, sometimes when full consultations are not done. But we are happy we have an agreement. It will be communicated to all the parties and the grassroots, and I hope that everything would be fine. For labor, still congratulations. They should have patience. They should take government's word on the promises of a good economy and good economic indicators, which should remain stable. If they don't, they have the choice to go back to the table and then demand a commensurate increment to correct any difficulties that occur within the next year, when employees are putting their shoulders to the wheel and trying to drive this economy and this country forward.
Last, before you leave of us, about inflation, we have 8% now. That's correct.
Yeah.
So, how is it like? It's not reflecting in our lives. What is it so?
Now that is an economic theory question. I am not an economist, okay. But I can tell you two things. From a lot of discussions and conversations I have had with people who know more about this issue, I think that there is a big problem in the way our pricing and our pricing culture is in this country, so that when economic indicators come down, prices come down, our business people, our entrepreneurs, and our sellers just do not reduce prices. That is one of it. But I also say that competition also is another thing. When you are dealing in an environment that has a monopoly, then pricing becomes something that is not a challenge, and so the businessman generally will not reduce their prices. I think that generally we have to put some consumer protection processes in place as a country to protect the consumer, so that when prices come down, when economic indicators come down, prices can also come down. Then employees and Ghanaian citizens in general can also benefit from the reducing economic indicators. In recent times, government has taken certain steps within certain sectors to bring down prices. And I think that they need to continue, but this has to be backed with proper regulations and also legislation, so that the enforcement would be better. But even if you pass a law and somebody will not reduce their prices, they generally won't. But I hope that if the stability continues for a while, let's say for the next 6 months, I'm sure people will be forced to reduce prices. And there's a bit of competition also in the system now. The Chinese are setting up their malls. A lot of international goods are coming into the country at very affordable prices, and that is competing with the traditional Ghanaian businesses. So I think that with these, competition will drive the prices down, and these are basic things that I can talk about. But let's consult the real economists to give you the real answers. But from a layman's point of view and a student of economics, this is just what I can say.
What you've just given us this morning isn't bad. It's okay. At least it's good for us. We are all laymen. You just said so. It's good. We still talk to them whenever it's possible and necessary. We thank you for your time this morning, Senor.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you very much, and greetings to everyone.
Nice one. God bless you.
Right.
ALUTA 92.1 Anopa Koko she yene Senor Agyaba labor consultant on the base P honsem no de buy nanra betu ya weekend ye betu dwase aban no ato adwumefo akatuanum anase de fa ed calculate won ayakatua no ode akọ 9% na ayedeja adwumefo no nye ho wo kire se iswa enti eno ho komo ne yekodi ye no na utie de oka no a chese ni nyina ne se kwan e fa so e calculate adwumefo akatua no ye fa free famu a ene 9% no enti eno ne yigina so e de cheke se webenya si na no na o kire yemu amya hu ne se na mebisa se eye no se enye sede nanka adwumefo no pedie na aba no nenso mpanifo se bi de wanimu na ato bia ebene nti ye befa ne saa ne amaniji akọ animu na ekọ na no se enkoyi a labor unions so betimi asan ne aba atenase na wadi ho komo na so far yemfa wi saa ne yemfa nkonka krakra ne beboa enti abusua aban adwumefo de ye kan onim bi mu ha woni aban ne nwaadwo hu se iswa ne nyina mu no aban so se ohwe na kwa homasika e wo ho na wache nka krakra se be ya enkofa pressure bia emre no na we ye kwa ni mu ne bekoso edi ho nkomo ALUTA 92.1 kuwa krata mu nsam ne yehwie gu ho no sabri agudi ho nsam adru what is possible bro no achi no akosua na kobna ebesen atenase ni atoa so edi nkomo twetwe no atoa so efa anopa yi kuwa krata emunsem ahodo no twemi yebesi abasisi ya
ready rolling tape ALUTA FM there ain't no other station like this ALUTA FM. Nobody can touch us.
Nice one. ALUTA 92.1. Odi agromu atrase odi agudie hu some bro latest in the sports of world. Afei yenkwe odi agromu hu ti
senior onyanko pandom empaibo ene ahwe nti bibia boko.
Nice one. Afofiem ni nse niam bibiri koso.
Oh, yes.
Na before ansa na be koso no oxy trance. Nura has ne kotoko match na nura no mbo na Saturday.
Nura classico.
Referee no has go no disallow no mentiasi because also offside minim some be a new rules about set of rules about be a motenase na mo be discuss ya some boy we say that mentiasi
the woman say yeah referee any referee
bidding komo okay
because omni memran ebia na ebia yakokan ebia
so many memra so enim hwe
say na dia
be me dia ubusa me a from me personal perspective the player was offside so here linesman flag na was so da
na referee na hwese nti osan pie free mu
referee na that is the thing
na won hu na player na unso obai obai no san ko you
but one say the player was offside and a flag no was so da
yeah
enti one say the communication between the center man and then the line.
Okay.
And once a flag no I was ready. Say as quickly as possible on whistle.
No one whistle.
But now on say or you say you know some bem.
Nti no lines in the to one so ko so.
No. Image so na jaso sa.
Okay. Any.
I say be to one mu.
Na ma so the to.
There be now jaso sa.
Nti ejina so sa.
Yes, jaso sa.
Do no signal reference
answer now ha.
Ben no say referee gi no go so an kan nya hwe.
There was offside there.
Sir, Taisi, because a referee, Santa referee, the ultimate.
Oh yes. The final arbiter.
The final arbiter, that's the right way.
I say, FIFA law say he's the final authority.
He say, or still say Guanca, assembly.
And one say, incident of this nature, no, the final decision lies in the bosom of the center man, which is the referee.
Nevias, me say a has supporters in the any abrace or more warning team. This a moment, a keeper on that. If we say omu say kotokofo person mu guna ni mas ni free black star but then so wanye bad ojumo ye na osro
wanye bad
keep and you good
wanye bad
keep and you good but say our memente there
say o social media videos be bria man for kasaya
me even me videos be cry say has player be all assaulting referee
Hussein Mohammed a highly unethical highly unprofessional on the part of
sunga harmony classico spin spin ye hu de see park na so
oh yes but on the deal
but who assault referee
wa assault no ko bisa na question
assault no there's a video
na video no so odimrika okoho e bia ko kasam na akire
game upon you ko na akire no
so bisa esida
one say the center man no who the video on photos man who say the center referee no ono di anim ana police no e guide no modene ko ana na boafo nso edi nachi ana mo so eye policeman for no e guide na yehu say hu say mo abani fie kire e ba asoto
obi mi hu say na oba na mi hu say odin saka obi
he tag the lineman
the
lineman or touch no
and the coach bizans and then opa coach acho
e say we patch because energy na o dey ko ho no
on say ulusu a game ulusu a sometimes no ma bebre
because this match this caliber no yemfa
and that makes you a professional footballer what I say because a man kwan say
classical e was Spain we huni
but nobody touch the referee the referee
among the players no
and they no but say bia boy wie na player player of one team.
Monya guess.
Oh, that's
so peg.
Senior, and now Liverpool Man City game. Penalty, referee Jema, referee Chris Kavanagh. Penalty to Jedema.
Professional referee, one of the best referees. But
nobody, no Liverpool player complain, and that's a call for so your game 3-0. But no player. And a call center man so call.
Sometimes lose you higher home.
But you see,
Agyaba, as a young presenter, see, only I got talk of it.
No. It's not even about that.
Oh, yeah, Hearts fan.
Me a Hearts fan.
Maybe a kotoko.
But
But the issue is, who's I complaining about?
Agyaba, Oka say, Obi assaulti Obia. One, you've not been able to establish say or your type of assault.
Okay.
Whether it's a verbal assault or physical assault, no, you've not been able to establish that. Maybe such a video where I was video the baby.
Yeah, but Messi does support the
Agyaba say which kind of assault? No, yeah. Was it a physical assault or a verbal assault? They've not been able to establish.
He has been charged.
And
so which kind of assault are you talking about?
He touched the linesman or touching him.
So make it clear. Don't say or assaulting.
No, I said
make it clear to us.
Why too emotional about this?
No, yes. But football is
why too emotional?
The hearts for you Kana.
I don't know. No, why too emotional? I mean, give me the SOTS yes either lose, win or draw.
Yeah, but then and I make Kana because say no so video no a bit kakra.
There was no assault. There was no assault.
First one here if the Lions flag was up.
It was up.
That one there.
We have the video.
Only be able to me. What I say? Only be able to me. And yes, a number of churches.
But this shows how our system is so weak. Because if up to now a whole Ghana Premier League need with communication devices are
va
any boy thing, but I'm saying say communication devices
any boy saying
you bet me but
no boy saying
but Agyaba
the boy saying
anyway meaning you see baby
sika farm for some years and kaya plans one say you know one say they what they say one say a year before they are shit so anybody way they do
you better procurement
opa
but the thing is
opa yanko China sisi a na say o create a version of van on my I be so how much me
Ajay the thing is on say Ghana football na nkasa no for me you know me share no from referees point to me share the supporters Ghana El Clasico pa statement me anyama
didn't they say yema
one ade am hu ye no no ho ka kana secondly so accreditation so some dem journalists no yensa nka about late I think 30 minutes to the game and send accreditation back.
One will say, Oxy, say, you take deliberate action, say, per se, league in ye. And Tiafa say, GFA, Oxy, most sports are what Tennessee, or Monowashia, head of sports. Ya pesa mo boyen, ni promote ye league, you know. And inti, Bosumi be no, Ebia, Ebmamo, 10,000. Mo Tennessee be about 30% of my time, no. Enko into a league
for the league.
For the league.
Time.
Say the cost stations ni be na say side de no kwaswa. Ti say the na no pay. O jinja ni pana spirit.
Of course.
What you say? And the other stations, the other sister stations here across board. Only options so but if you go park so because go park and so. Kwan ofa so awuro me simple a onko fa hassle bia mu. What you say? I say your money, but then I don't need penny for the Omodrian who pan say. Kwan Ben no befa so binya ska.
And the union pa.
And ye league no dream.
I don't say last match Comoros Blasters qualifies
for free fa.
What do you say me to tickets, VIP tickets. But me do stadium me be answer.
Ultimi room.
Me so the first time I got VIP no stairs no. Let's say me try na me share.
So oh yeah the international.
So me to VIP ticket too.
Yeah. See but what me talk room.
My late me contem.
Obetimi talk to room.
And how comes o contem ah?
Na me trust system no.
And ti side
the league ni there I think say SM Panifo tenase na Senate
na Panifo ne hefo.
GFA omni
aban ba mu a mo se bo aban mum. GFA fo nso be hwa yesu a enye de ye adwen ho na hia omo. It's very worrying.
Yeah, like Canadian, you couldn't even say Sabamba.
Standard no for men a second list supporters.
Must say boy about him.
On there. The Benessa on the a FIFA.
Edrusi any year by him. Edrusi may accountability.
On GFA president, dear, friends say autonomous. What you say? I say the national leagues, and national teams, and are buying Etuya, a friend say, coaches.
Yeah.
But the woman said, I buy no only to me, Biase, as a Uremsa, Urema, and FIFA tia, and I for one. Obetimi
the Uremu boni an enye. Na Uremu ye ni ye dia.
Yes,
me wo boni bi e wo.
Na say bi kwa league able this season. I buy no Uremu amane clubs will be 10 billion say start.
Yes aketwa.
Yes aketwa.
Na wi am se memam.
Sasemwa okay. Sasemwa okay me ye call 11 wonders for you could be so much asem bi say siga na on nsaka. Ase nsisi susu bi.
Dabi o say ye say obenya 10 billion. Say abawu say mayo ebeba.
Ewoti da bay.
Ene de hwe aban sika de say asabto enti a worrying situation. I say okay we am betena say 11 o'clock
11 to 1
yeah enti you delve into it fa a match no has kotoko
eno ni ade betuti
no we di honkom akire mu yam ye hunu say flag was so lecture saying then the referee now hwe
say answer na dem answer na game no kra be sha ase no friends say supporters no o ma di kan rezi flag kra say referee obey o ma ni nyi no ho.
Okay.
Because of say why bias in some matches be our nekotoko nti anya me nwanwa say
we see it
and as supporters no so the player no gra here no anya me nwanwa because omedi can raise flag so referee obey there
omwaye yankwe bedase ozi aluta 92.1 yanko shake up sports.
Right, I'm a tear for Yanachi, Yamama Kwampa, and another pen so from Aluta 92.1 FM. So now, you're going to tell enough, you're enough, let us and second on a pen. Well, I'm on this enough if you say I'm found same, I'm a down and so dreading so. Now, in time, some CFM fever truck tennis championship across home, and so Greece, I know I attend on Ulim Saminica to run D. Albaton Novak Djokovic from Serbia. And so 8 Michi open team and so about Musati 8 me 2 set to 1 and no and so 4 6 6 3 7 5 and it me call Novak Djokovic I mean say what me image as champion and so 2025 ATP ayato and so tennis championship no mo and no air deba na permit sansem nya no and so dwelling so na yakata say ma refi so rom so nei uhwe me bacho most titles are and me man from omotima winning and so because ATP me bacho tennis championship ni ma and obenyo run team e de bacho Jimmy corners ono etma winning 109 titles and so Roger Federer from Switzerland etmenya 103 titles and so MRF said Novak Djokovic from Serbia and e abato so miensa Jones etmenya 101 titles and na pay minister let sinyan emam and so Jordan so na ewramu so amamu run team Eddie Joseph Pep Guardiola. Now, when we say we can do on team born 1,000 games as manager and so on a career as professional manager. Now, so far in the breakdown in here, when we say Pep Guardiola and so to me and 1,000 games. Now, out of that 1,000 games, me for to jump from when you 716 wins and so on, 156 drawn games, 128 losses, and 40 trophies in the what we winning as a professional manager. And no air dearba, General Permanent Sansemiano, Emma and so Jalen so, and added Tenon. Now, only say Ramusua, my manager didn't about Antonio Toto Conte on your manager, and my team Napoli. Unimisa Napoli on my last 3 games my bono and man ko and man far and from Napoli last 3 games no omutimia even a single goal and so games how do nyamu obakaya on my last about 3 games ball 0-0 with Como almost on twice about 0-0 with Clementine at the entrance from football kono na enochi kwana entua almost antefelu su 2-0 and a moment at Bologna ever saw my camion almost entmante and no air demia na permanent sansam emamo and so Jordan so na okwa me batwa ene o man dini kata me ko say FIFA U17 and no men's category in egusu akoso na unim say Jordan fiase no o man di ene batwa ye Morocco etmiche Caledonia city omo a new country a omo sunya qualification yo mesi akan enso ko and our U17 World Cup jumedi ase na omo timi chom eso makama kwako edunsia 16-0 and timi ekoso na onim say moment a game fiase no after 31 minutes no anabacho ene o man din anabacho the Caledonia si enya red card anything from 31st minute ekonyano omutimi ball 10 against 11 in Morocco etimi ball 80 shot and so sad game no na sa 80 shot omunya no me for the France ne o average na eno 1 minute 75 and 7.5 seconds omutimi nya sa 16 goals na pay me sa letters emam enso odwele so ma Leo Messi unim so no enso senior man o sina kan Erma Inter Miami weekend osifom ya Juma Kama eno aye moment Inter Miami etmichi Nashville esomaka 9 yomus entimante Leo Messi enya 2 goals ensenya assist sa game no ebio oran team at the time Joe Alandi ensenya 2 goals and Inter Miami eno demete na me ya duma unim say playoff no gusu akoso Inter Miami enso be share FC Cincinnati enso eno single game enso be taba so me sansem no emam enso odwene eno edete no yewram enso ko nei eye FIFA eye U17 Women's World Cup no ase unim say dwene nya enso tima bawie America say North Korea and omotimi age title no omo defend champions last year omo beje this year omo send defend title no eno demi nya me sansem no napai emam enso dwene so yanko games how do a overlake enso etimi ba so uram enso Premier League ma games and results eni Man City etimi Liverpool so kamiensa yomo enso entimante Erling Haaland Nico Jamie Duku enya 3 goals no Elma Clement Manchester City another pay me sanse emam enso dwele so Arsenal via 4 AFC Bournemouth 0 Brentford etimi Newcastle United so kamiensa yomo so etimi ba kon na Crystal Palace 0 Brighton Hove Albion 0 Nottingham Forest 3 Leeds United 1 Chelsea etimi Wolverhampton so kamiensa yomo so entimante Malo goes to enya first goal João Pedro second goal Ana Pedro Neto enya third goal Elma team at Chelsea eno edeteno na Sunderland any Arsenal enso ball 2-2 our side game no unim so ran team ba Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard enya 2 goals no Elma Arsenal eno chiko ran team ene ba Ballard ana fetukwa no Brian Brobe enya 2 goals Elma Sunderland boko no ya game end 2-2 eno edeteno ya no pay me sansem nya emam enso odwene so Everton etmiche Fulham so kambe no almost entimante West Ham United 3 Burnley 2 and also na Spurs and Manchester United able 2-2 and was side game no we say game fiase Brian Buemo enya first goal and Manchester United and ochikwa no Manchester Everton kano and Richarlison etimi ema Spurs no leading goal no and so and ochikwa no Manchester delete Everton can I know 90+6 game end 2-2 I know end 2 Jana pay me sansem emam enso dwene so ne urama me ba cho league table no enu ne first 5 Arsenal number 1 about 11 games or 26 points Man City number 2 about 11 games 22 points and so Chelsea about 10 and so about 11 games 20 points or Sunderland number 4 11 games 19 points and Spurs number 5 and so about 11 games 18 points or urama bottom 3 Wolverhampton 20 position, or about 11 games or just 2 points. Nottingham Forest at a 19th position, 11 games 9 points. West Ham United 18th position, 11 games 10 points. Many San Seminiano, and one pay Enso Dwelling so. Uram Enso French Ligue 1 and their games and results. Any table any year, Urama, na and a game in my 12. Now, Unimsa Leon at Tenafian Jonathan to Air Shine. I'm a Paris Saint-Germain so come here, son. You are most at Timumiano, who will run T. Elmacho Zay Emery. Kivicha Kavaskelia, Ebio Orantin, Elbacho Jean Neves, and ya 3 goals sunya, and PH Bokono, and no air Deba, Uramus Swan, Meta Nouns, and Enya construction goal, and Olympic Leon, and no game about Sonafes Corantin, and Moria, and Sunya 1 construction goal, and Leon, and no air the cost, and another pay, Yadum Sep Atwan, and so Jordan so, Matt Etmichi, Odysseus Shawcamiano, Jean Mus Etimubako, and J2 or Z0, Strasbourg Etnafie. Etmichi Leo, Shamokamino almost entimante, Laurent 1 to lose 1, and also to me also. Na es Monaco etna fie, ama Lens, Saturday no, Eshoka 9, Jomus entimante, Le Havre 1, Nantes 1, Olympic de Marseille 3, and Brest 0. And what you call Paris etna fie, ama Saturday, Eshoka almost entimante, so for Roma, and they having played 12 games respectively, and so French Ligue PSG number 1, about 12 games, 27 points. Marseille number 2, 12 games, 25 points. Lens number 3, 12 games, 25 points. Strasbourg number 4, 12 games, 22 points. Lille number 5, 12 games, 20 points. Bottom 3, Anunye, Urama, 18th position. AJOZ, about 12 games or 7 points. 17th position. Laurent, about 12 games or 10 points. ana Clementine at not at a 16th position or about 12 games 10 points. I'm sense some yano Emma Manana pay and so Jordan so young queen na Uram and Bundesliga ma German Mountain so na unim set games are results on Anunye Urama game making 10 na enter Frankfurt 8 match minus 05 Ashomakawako Omantimante Stuttgart 3 Augsburg 2 Freiburg 2 St. Pauli 1 Borussia Mönchengladbach 3 FC Köln 1 Bayer Leverkusen 6 Hendheim 0 Union Berlin 2 Bayern Munich 2 na sa game dear yeah my investors investors in enso timi sigui Luis Diaz enya goal and my Bayern Munich ebi oran tin about Hurricane enso nya goal and my Bayern Munich game end 2-2 another pay minimum sams atwa enso odwena so na onim se ya ka sa game so sensem no me photo sine tia Geoffrey etime fie Etmeche RB Leipzig Esho Kamiansa Jomus Etimu Bakom Hamburg SV 1 Dortmund 1 Werder Bremen 2 Wolfsburg Enso 1 and other tenor so far Usha League table now having played in 10 games respectively Enso Bundesliga no Bayern Munich number 1 10 games 28 points RB Leipzig number 2 10 games 22 points Dortmund number 3 10 games 21 points Stuttgart number 4 10 games 21 points and Bayer Leverkusen number 5 10 games, 20 points. Minimum some L1 and so Jenison, Urama, bottom 3, Handem at the 18th position. Or about 10 games or 5 points, minus or 5, 17th position. Or about 10 games or 5 points, and a St. Pauli, 16th position. And they also about 10 games or 7 points. Minimum some L1 and pay, and so Jenison. Young Rum and so Italian Castle Ganom, not games and results. Game week number 11, and Inter Milan 8 matches, SS Lazio, Esho Camino, Jomus Entimente, and Oran T. Edbacho, and Aya Latora Martinez, and your fans go, and Ange Juan Boni, and your second go, and my Inter, Jean Domitic Lazio, Shoma Camino, Jomo Entimente, Aya Soma 2, Unisi 0, Bologna 2, Napoli 0. Na Genoa and Fiorentina and so to me about 2-2 na noche kwa Atlanta atna fi ema sa solo shoma kamiansa Jomus Entimente Parma 2 AC Milan 2 na Juve and so ama na se club and team and Torino ebo 0-0 ana Como 0 Cagliari 0 na Lecce and so ne club and team and about Hellas Verona bo 0-0 ana Pisa etmeche Cremonese shoma kabako Jomus Entimente so far Ligue and Inter Milan and so ready kind 11 games 24 points AS Roma number 2 11 games 24 points AS Milan number 3 11 games 22 points and Napoli number 4 11 games 22 points Bologna number 5 and so about 11 games 21 points bottom 3 and we Fiorentina at a 20th position or about 11 games or 5 points or and Hellas Verona and so the 19th position or about 11 games 6 points and so science ceremony now 18th position and January about 11 games, you almost 7 points and minimum L2 and pay and so join so. Now, you crown on you and so La Liga Santander. Now, when we say games and results, our Spain, MRF, say more than pa, yet the answer Emma and pay and so join so. Now, Yaka games and results no, 9 for 20 Urama, Girona. Enso Timichi Deportivo Agyaba Kweku Yomo Entimente Sevilla 1 Osasuna 0 Atletico de Madrid 3 Levante Enso so 1 Elho MRF se Espanyol Enso 8 minutes fi Emma Villarreal Esho Cameroon almost Entimente Edu Musemno Emma no pay Enso Dwene so Uram na hwe table na emu adie pa Enso table ni na utimi sampa bibia Enso ebe kama na ekam Enso no edete no na table ni unim se Madrid na before table na drop Barca and so 8 minutes kunim over Celta de Vigo and so 4-2 now team Sampa Robert Lewandowski enya goal Lamine Yamal omunyina and so to and my team Barca now table ni unim say so far Madrid running number 1 we bought any 12 games or 16 points and so now number 2 Barca and so never kwano that's about 12 games rather or 31 points move chame and Barca number 2 and so to me abone 12 games also 28 points for Villarreal number 3 also about 12 games or 26 points for Atletico de Madrid number 4 about 12 games or 25 points for Real Betis and so about 12 games or number 5 and or 20 points for bottom 3 Real Oviedo about 12 games or 8 points in Levante 12 games 9 points and a Girona 80 position and so about 12 games on so our 18 points and San and no pay and so join so na you run off your coffee na if I feel and toss for me for and pay and so join so na your coffee no am referee send draw ram and so crowd the games sound the bar so ya do so am na pay and so join so na e be fia and so referee e ma cho aye Malta Guinness Women's Premier League no na games enu nie unim se urama match the two anas ampem dakoa etmichi Ashland ladies eso kamino you almost entimante Northern City ladies enso tafie ama FC Savannah so kama kwa entimante Kumasi Sports Academy 0 Northern ladies 0 Prison ladies 1 Dreams ladies 0 Army ladies 1 Police ladies 0 ana soccer intellectuals enso tafie ama Epiphany Warriors eso kamino you almost entimante eno edete no na yaka women's league says ema referee so uramu so other results epiem nie Hazaka ladies etafie ama Jonina ladies eso kama kwa entimante ladies strikers 2 Oak ladies 1 ana Tamale super ladies etafie ama Fosu Royal ladies eso kama no you almost etimu ba ko eno edete no yenwuram na yame aduma eda ene Monday Halifax Queens ebatafie na former botier Clementine at the Samantha ladies and 3:30 game at bus Teshi McDown Park and Musem Emma and Pay and so join so Janko Access Bank Division 1 League na be fear selfie zone 1A results in the Tamale City 2 Northern City 1 and at the Real Tamale United 2 World Power 1 and Boga All Stars 3 and Jape FC 0 and the TI Exponential etafie ama Sankara national asom kameno you almost etimba kwa minister ansem no and apa enso ama enso odweden so urama yebakwa batwene zone 2B anasa zone 1B rather na Brekum Arsenals enso etimi etafie and FC anasa VC Warriors ebo 2-2 ana KAC Academy 1 Mighty Royals 0 nyame atuma edem Monday game sama sunie Lagos Cities ebonetia ene Tamale Liberty Youth eno 3 p.m. na Doma Unity boy the United eno so 3 p.m. yede musam so amama na pai enso tweden so yanko zone 2 ene uram zone 2 a ene match the 6 results ni na Rose Park FC 0 Soccer Intellectuals 0 Park Academy 1 New Edubiaso 1 ana FC Ashanti Gold enso bokwa etmiti sahwi onsa shokamino yomus etimu back na Almina Sharks 1 Future Stars 1 ana Insuapa Fidelity 2 second 11 ones enso 1 enso na no chikwan Sky FC enso etimi etafie and Police National 1-1 King Faisal 1 Abusuan Drafts 2 ana UCC Youngsters etafie ama Ebony FC so makamino almost entimante yewram enso kwa na zone 3 match results enunye na Golden Warriors etimiche 1 for SC eso kamino amutimi ba Great Olympics etafie ama Simplify eso kamino amutimi ba FC Nania 0 Accra Lions 0 Golden Kick 1 True Democracy 1 Okwa United 1 Hakla SC enso 1 Home Stars 1 Atom Division 0 and Nyame Adoma and the game Sabaso zone 3 in the internalize about the na God 3 p.m. and a saga ebaso not great ambition and positive and then and so baso 3 p.m. and at the pay Yadimu Sams ama enso Jordan so Yanko GPL results unimsa nano fiadano give up ebaso and a Clementine about Nations FC Enson Hawaii and a football club about 1-1 and at the no Nyame Adoma Memedano game seem be about some results and a Diana Etna Fame Diama about 0-0 Vision FC 2 and 11-1 and also to me course and draw GPR games and results and unye Urama Ghana's version of Air Classic on draw our the Nations Swambly has spoke 0 as an Kotoko 1 and a Sage Ebaso na Marvin Donzo and the only goal else I game on and Macrobe Kumasi as an Kotoko John Apostle Etnafie Etmichi Becheminata Esho Kamiansa John Mus Etimuno FC Samatas 1996-1 Shadow All Blast 0 Basaki Holy Stars 2 and Golden Stars 0 and so out of France Etmichi Bekum Chelsea Esho Kabakomus Entimante Carolina United 1 Dreams FC 1 and all air games and results are EPM Sans Emma and Anapay and so Jordan so na onum so called GFA omo disciplinary and grievance committee na so ya omo se na pia kamo bia sonte se ne owura din ana macho aye Hussein Muhammad on your player ana team has folk ana has club na kasa na nei omo team a charge omo se kamo bia sonte so omo ne omo breach article 16 and 2SB and article 12 and enso 1K and of squad article 34 and 6SD and so called GFA omo disciplinary code no 2019 almost say omo mahase folk any Hussein Muhammad fiti na kwape da chena so mo sumi omo e won nsem no eno edete no ya na pay ya dem sem ama enso odweden so na yaka GP on sensem no after match day 9 we were table no say na sifate urama adwena stars ready kan about 9 games or 19 points mediama number 2 about 9 games or 18 points Heart of France number 3 about 9 games also 18 points Bibiano goals as number 4 about 9 games or 16 points Hasselhoff about 5 or about 9 games or 16 points. FC Samatex about 6 position or about 9 games or 16 points. Kro Bia Kumasi Asane Kotoko at 7 for about 6 games and over 14 points. At Chester Kotoko, I was still 3 outstanding games of Beckley at the Fiamana and no Agyaba Jana Permanent Sans amount and so Jordan so Young Apostle at the 8th position or about 8 games or 14 points. Carolina United and so 9th position or about 9 games or 13 points. Vision FC and so the 10th position or about 8 games or 11 points. Always United 11th position or about 9 games or 10 points. Nations FC at the 12th position or about 9 games or also 10 points. Or Dreams FC at the 13th position or about 9 games or 8 points. And minimum among Enso Jordan so Beckham Chelsea and so the 14th position or about 9 games or 8 points. Swandro on Blast at the 15th position or about 9 games or 7 points. Beckham United at the 16th position 9 games 6 points. Holy Stars at the 17th position 8 games 5 points and 11 wonders and so the 18th position in about 9 games or 2 points and at the no Yellow na fianshe unim san drum uram and so wafu aya zombie U20 emana from Nigeria 8 match Ghana mayona say kamiansa ye no so ye ntimante and at the no ye nhwe na ye uram and so on games akoso na did dramani only a manager and my team accounts for game ko wi no o say aya so easy say kotokonya sa go no na so na kan mo team no and so me defend better amana ye yenti manager no.
I think it was so easy, even though we could have defended better in my opinion, because we are trained on this, that we try to be bold, we try to be courageous, and then to deal with the player in the wider area rather than tracking back into our
92.1.
And so as my manager did drama and so to the other pay them Emma and so join so no over your crown say no cry you can be to send drop there game no I do there next not has work it deserve so but me at least a point oh game no manager no.
I think we don't deserve to lose. I think we don't deserve to lose, in my opinion, and in the opinion of everyone who was, observing, not just watching. If really you observe the game, you could see that we control some portions of the game, and then in some other portions.
And so did the drama on your manager Anima across walk on the system to general pay them some amount and so join so now when we say San Kotoko manager and say I'm to Karim Zito. It was also penny. What kind of cry? Penalty and penalty.
What he thinks. Well, it all depends on the referee. And then when you go to the law 80, he say that the referee uses technical law. And when you look at our position as coaches, 11, 12, it talks about ungentlemanly conduct.
Okay.
You understand me? Some can intimidate you for you to do something. So as to whether it was a penalty or
and so some Abdul Karim Zito manager Anima Krobia Kumasa San to Janana pay. Yadamu Samus Amau, Yanjano so not Fernanda pay. Check out sports live and so our ALUTA Anopa Koko Jumedin so 92.1. Yan fancy Mimedin and so the dear Gomo Kwesi from Pobeta from Kwesi Di Bala. Yan fana say a more dupa and from the team of producers and no answer Ibrahim Muhammad Sani, Ebio Michael Dankwa. And na ya oxygen and as oxy and so baba boy ebio yem fa na say more dem nkonfoma apakan GH ana physical no mranta kanyina so mboa man na peso de agudi mu se ebe so ye tiefo e odwe no so mesi form na fe Anopa Koko dwumedi akanya no ato so da man fa sanka fidi today
Madina treat more like
All right, you're live on ALUTA 92.1. You will come back from the Shakeout Sports 92.1. ALUTA stood up from Medina, 19 past 8. Anopa Koko right here. Yen trust on Queen Faster than my high tabel. Restaurant and Sky Bar. Looking for a perfect spot to dine, unwind, and taking breathtaking views. Welcome to High Tabel Restaurant and Bar, where great food meets sky. Indulge in mouth-watering local and international dish like banku and okra soup, assorted fried rice and jollof rice, assorted noodles, and many more. Sip signature cocktail and enjoy live music as the city sparkles beneath you. Whether it's date night, a weekend hangout, or a special celebration, let's make it fun. Remember, High Tabel is located inside Adenta Aviation, Boy Maya Hot Junction. So you can call them on 055-704-9192. 055-704-9192. The sky, the limit at High Tabel Restaurant and Sky Bar. And Tiabusia, the American say, Komodo, Ube Didi, Ube Nom, Ube Home, Ube Jiwani, Ube Bonkomo. When your baby and who fe wapena bre. Ya fanako High Tabel, why? Class now on a wasro, and so price no film. What do you say? A drew baby also kaho kakra, and to the audience when you're 200 Ghana be a show bottom. Now the Obano co, or no names a price nerf. What do you say? Hey, Kwajuani, or one casan so corner quatrona jijo hokakra, jijo hosokakra, a High Tabel. Environment near serene, when he bed you who pa, once or one or 2 your day. What do you say? Scabby to Yashaka Crabby, Aviation Goy, Divile and Chen Hona, Maya Hot Junction, Goy Filling Station Hona, Hona High Tabel. Maybe I want to mean co. We are quadrotic send me up a so dumb permanently a Seville, and so for obey delivery, dear bro. 055-704-9192. 055-704-9192. Sanopa Uban Minsua. Make sure it's Flow Natural Mineral Water. Flow Natural Mineral Water. The boy yipa. And one in Swat say yenum. Anti Pibi. Nanom. And yen now jasso. Ebi au Pibia tone. Upibia program B. Friend number we 059-522-4577. 059-522-4577. From us to see I the bebro. We how much you come hachu transition funeral home. Area na Flow Natural Mineral Water. Anopa me kan fo ma se kopebi na ton kopebi na tonom kopebi na program bi aye no. Yusu ase na bebo aye. Afa me fantu anim se. Yewo eye Angel Bakery. Eba ya che yi pa. For the first final ba na yedie. Na eba eye sugar bread. Brown bread, butter bread, na fi wheat bread abusuya eye Angel Bakery. Or Pig Farm, Ebony Down. Pig Farm, Ebony Down. Mr. Wajo die. Kwajibi wati. Enti udru kromo nwumre wonse traffic mu ba bia Angel Bakery. On bread no, and one wodwa so. Say yeah, wheat bread, sugar bread, brown bread, butter bread. Bread bia unimbia no kwa Angel Bakery abenya bi. Bebo ye for good taste. Na wapomo de honsem so. Enu nti na ese udi Angel Bakery. One bread ibi. Free one 059-411-4719. 059-411-4719. And that's 0246. No, 0264. We are low to treble 2. 0264-227-414. 0264 227-414. Angel Bakery. And we'll pick farm down. And I pay a bedding cobo. Dawson. Quickly, Uncle Studio 2 na chair ho akusia wa hana kobenanso ya yenhwe eye kuwakrata mu nsem tawide mfankwa wie na fi yenko entwa yensem so ene anapai e ALUTA 92.1 na ade ne kura wa hwache denko
Ejamikita the Ghanaian publisher and with the publisher no near a war on the front page a SML defense contracts legitimacy with a story on page number 2. John Boydo enters chairmanship race, unveils 5-point revival plan, and also KGL boss 6 policy shifts for private sector, and also Mahama to media balance press freedom with ethical reporting, with that story also on page number 3 into Eno and what the Ghanaian publisher anymore.
Daily guide and Nikita na front page hano tell me brother Edikan Akan Strategic Mobilization Limited a year SML petition Mahama over GRA contract.
Yechum. Yani sika sema munjiji. Se ai GRA wo ho a wo ye adwuma. GRA adwuma mo ye ne so mbo na omo na boa ye tax man.
Yeah.
Na mahunu bi pen. Enti kwa municipal assemblies na sometimes say omo gigi scan na duru ba bi ntimi mu ano. Nti o adwuma e foro nso mo sign tax ada companies abomwa. Na mo magigi my private ones at a percentage. Na ya no munya sika mo. Enti na Ghana for ade na ya uja fukasa ya kromfa na ya boti. Enti we say aban wo tax collectors wo. So omo no gigi a sika no nu assembly ho. On record so Ghana ba bia ka. But then say any private company say bra. Na be boy na gigi. Ye be ma percentage a sika omunya no edo so saying after so much on percentage no edo so say government collectors na etu omo kan gigi.
It's kind of fine.
Fine. Na GRA ne say finance minister mo decide is okay. GRA so ye be the same thing aboa o. Na de wo mo say amount na wo mu no na eso ebi tse bia ye kra fuel aba ye ton wa ha ni nyina omunsa omudi mu akotene port nsane bebre na contracts eso saa no ese ko parliament anko parliament ese ye bie tender na companies omuji so metimi ye no ene so anye saa we dey fiti ya SGL SML for no ebetimi aye wa bra omo so company na o na ye ebia e beka se nua company na enye sika ho adwuma na omo ye all of a sudden omo so omo ye sika ho adwuma
at once
by force. Direct to the contract no come.
Personally, I feel say most of the time say the private entities in anymore it's a sabotage. Per my personal opinion, say because most of the time the same people now the contract anymore as private entities they happen to be people that have either worked in the government sector before, or some of them are even still in it, and then they happen to all of a sudden get a company registered and everything ready to do the work that the government is in quotes lacking to do. Inti bibi sano omo na make me feel say omo sabotage government because say omo yes ejuma na there won't be the need for a private entity. Inti say ban said there is a fault, that is when you look for a solution. Inti because omo ya ma problem aba ho no na wa kwa pay solution because who need problem find any form of solution. Because omo no yehwemu most of the time corrupted cases say ye the free ha what they do ha no na they are the same people working over there. As a teacher ni a try there say me am extra classes. That's what you say. And na me ke ya eja inti I'm making because those same people now omo ya there for the private side now they do so well.
Enti anti na etwa mu no ye dem omo no so nim ombae no sika na we mu gigi no impo na sika bi omo agigi dada na nyina san be di omo nsemu a adwuma we ni mu aye no ene no mbegi se omo na eye na omo side benefit e be ko no eso on se sitie enti na ese aban twam we nti na aban twam no na eduru ba bi ya na minim de have before just say o check here it seems say about 95% of young Ghanaians no ye brain na is yenwia
and say because most of the time no for legal side na e ma obre e fa ne so wo be business for Ghana ha e jani ha wo be fam
2 years ni say dia na say osimoi
na wo de fa na
wo de zeros ni bi ka ho na ko
ni
legal no ma obre dodo
Agyaba won say ma ye din me ko kan koko otin be ba be fra ka say so no a
sesabi o kanya sesamu a
on kasa
koko otin be ba be fra wo SML
ya no abodin
wo SML nka geology omo de yade na nka nya boni ni papa ma say aban afa edwumafo na yese kwagye tax bra
Nigeria reform to wo yeden
omo say yeti hey ebia no mo so wedwuma fufuru bi omo ye
edwuma bent na efa wo
nya abotre
menya pesa me hu na edwuma ben apart from the ntie efe wo so wo no
edu be bia say government sector omo partner with the private sector na eme edwuma no ekosoro mo it also create employment
because ye na aban afaye ne ya kwadro edwuma ese ye ne sa
omo wa asem bi omo kasa aban edwuma ye nsoa ya twini fom
okay
what you say and Nigeria for sha say omo twini fom sa nti obaba Madina aba yire market woman at said ma me na to ni bibi kura ontua ne ka ukwaji sika no so anya de a wo de beko se anya de a wo de beko de ne ye farmer private sectors
no nye percentage
na kakra no be na you say half a loaf is better than none. It is a private sector where Babagino or Fabi no diabre. Now government sector, but you know Fabi Macradia.
Near Befa and never crack. I said, you're bad idea. Can you buy that idea? But it baby no make a can. No, was my minka. Chronona. Generalization. Now, what you say? Because we should seek out Mubosia and Yesica Ketua. Perfect example, call a PDS, ECG, yes, Bibisa, and see. And so one for here, but Scum got on Monday Magana, one for my own by Sika, I say, I did that on Sunday on Sabato. That's all we used to do. And so, and when I ECG, 1 year, Jumano, no munya, yeah. What you say? I feed the PDS came on that day. Almost $1 million. I buy a cassette or Neman Jumakuno or Daniama Crankrani as I casa. Say I buy a toy Japadina. I buy a toy Japadina.
Before your mindsets.
Agyaba Kweku say you're moving young kind. And Ram is saying, we be to your platforms to say, Senate for.
Yeah.
Almost says Yano. Hotel Nankabra Champo Cotona. Kudo tabla kwa ene ne chief so omuntie ma nipa no enya partner no ende senate fast na release press say omo pe investors what you say yen kan yeti asam na ye kabi kake but enya abotre ekenkan a nka obehu bebi ade no ya hye ase ene bebi a ye de kobi what you say ahanti no say yenya abotre na asam ba ye kan kakra bisa questions na de fa wa unkotena bebi a nkan keke Nyamika so what you say ni na aka wona ma tete na ye kan obeti anse yesi o aban se e bia commander sugar factory o da ma private sector bi so mo partner na mo ye na commander fa so ye they have forgotten say whether private or government no so mo ye employment bi ana menya sure so mo kwa kofa China for say o may labor e commander what you say those within the commander area na san crofo na no be ye adwuma ho enso yen kankan ne enam say ye politics aye bibia wo maminti no na ya sabotage aban kura obeteki that initiative no but say nya abotre e kan be questions esue no mefrima ye be hu bebi ade no ye hyase ene bebi ye die bebi
won se nyina so ye media no ye factor won se media no mo achemi no na we NDC we MPP na ye de wo Ghana enra me hu se ye abrantie bi seju owo social media or try a very good report about ALUTA. See a bonabasopa anti making kamaniji pa anti beneath a year in the comments na ono. Na man for trust ALUTA buying it ya. No, baby son say I buy ben or say I buy a control no nipa say I buy ben a control then na wa huna ncho kasa asem no. One say people speculate wabra only evidence there. What I say ye be share adwuma asem be say adwuma wura say ye kwa MPP na say ye kwa ni so say there be ye kwa Ghana station am ye kwa one side ara mempe elimite unyansa na wadwuma ye on say wo NDC na say MPP enye bone na wadwuma ye na be ye one side na no na e ha oman no nto bon say Anopa yi se ka SML a okotie station bi a o defend okotie station bi a o say no nti e ma wona etie no omo ya confused na say wo kan no people are so ma me fancy no man yusu word bi say inse say obeka se me kwaje report no me so makan bi ma hunu ade e wo no oni adaje nti de opese e ne den wona so no otie no de nam onim say ade no so no ono e kotia no ya ha onyina no no. And some of us we try as much as possible say asamba enya MPP enya NDC ye hwede ye beboa Ghana na ye de ne eden e de akiri na aboa yen na Ghana for no so yen tune your mind to that direction e beboa yen esa de bi ye beko so abrɛ say so okodi NDC na say MPP achi a na say ye ka no kro na mpa bo say de bi na wo sresre mpanimfo so omudi ani mu no de ye pede ya ne mu a yenya post no wi a asa
forget you
enra me hu say Mustafa Gbandi ni video bi otika mu na osa otikam na ogina nipa na asia amanfo atwro mo se yentwen na ho kire ho nyama nko yenso ho wani giaje na wosa na yese nka asaso ye bone nanso fu soja ne nimse ono nyina na breye nti se yenyina ya bre a adenti na wodi sei wani age otikam mu a wosa na se ho ato oh sire sitie nti me stress wo ye fu soja wo ye party fan MPP NDC. Some of us, which is ALUTA morning show, ye near for MPP and NDC. You have say Ghana be ye, now what would see no china, uncle di panini bia, uncle sereni bibia. What I say, minim NDC food soldiers been more. The birada wusu up until now. Separate naba who way. But your party in the bar and obey me, I can say, Mahama say MPP food soldier and this food winning our magiska. Any possible. SCS system ye now hotel. Sure. On says it here. But also we say what bad dey say woman bibi at once wana me so me dey bibi enti say ni nyina say system ni ye yia unhia so obesre system ni ye yia unhia so bakopa achew obekọ na bubi fi ahomache obefre ne wamfa but start from omfa bi wo ha nya deliberate so omfa because ye nyina ye kra ye sisia wo media so we fro betimi afa ofa nya yie ye fa so wie o meeting na ko meeting obi fro betimi afa nti bia be ye free no abobe 2 no so no bia kopa adu na di open tema kofi nti wo hwe yi obeka se na isa kosua de hyehyɛ na oba luta e frɛ no kra onfa ye frɛ no onfa oh sile sitie nti edu ba bia mpanimfo na afrɛ na onfa no you have no idea what they go through at the end of the day nso no nka wanya time obefa ne phone no wa bre obefa phone messages bebre when dey na o respond to onti yanti ase na omonye system ni yie omoye ni yie wie a wonhia so obefrɛ obi
Agyaba some ko so say Ghana politicians no wa we are politician bi a wudi politician bi ekitie sasam we edu campaign time a omo na mess omo de campaign nya no ode yakọ owia enti say wo friend during campaign time no fa sabre no ohia wo mo a adan lady bi ba kan say bra chapode opebibi di ama wo ono abefrew
yeah
etu abanu wi ahwe be san frewa
what you say to abanu wi emfa say to abanu wi
election no campaign
ya to abanu wi wa we as flag bearer Najuma ayekese niema e ba no so meeting upon meeting nti ebe din say o see the whole Ghana we wo brekum we wo gomwa we wo ha me first enya possible
Agyaba wanya excuse
there excuse someone you have to be fair to the system one say one way here enya say ye ka say politicians from mfa no just get closer to them and you understand their life right me call madam for pa bi onna say cyber baby adubu ahin kwase say ska ball no ho botami panyi o ho e me meet oyon na invite me in office me call ho no efro me nko ho bi dabi o kopesa o ya besra me but then nipa na o te ho no nipa egu na chi a epese ehu no bunch me call ho ni phones me enu egu no we su sa
pressure
office phones su nipa kro na me te ho no minister be su te na chi a opesa o ne kasa nti mbisa say na wo ye dan na ho me I said, bro, and ye is you. Yeah, Cassan, so big now, fan, I saw her fan, no, or endorse. This kind of life, no, and yes, so simple. Until if you don't go closer to them, until they make you say. Until what if you know what you ada umpamu but me frɛ ataboati. No for phone. Krr one fa. Oh say you wa pointing down you also fa. Obi atu car through akwatra na office ohun no. Ah odi trim that phone so person dey kasa no. And it cut across. Obi timi free office 3 a.m. Oko ofie no akodwa na wasen ba. Obeba na office no am for to atwen no. Enti om life no na won say oye campaign no a say da wo ka no pressure bi ani so. Finance minister those days or opposition me ko pro Anopa bi ahomache bi wo ha najo mitimi send no message say owo ayi bi writer bi watro a on send ma me information no send ya ma me omba power yi menya na high man responded that enya de ha me if say baby you was say no edin I just enti there say nyina na say ye make sure say your system ni yi enti me hia say boss boa me wo ha honorable ye say ma me na mom say once why ye hia na ye di nkomo na ye kwa animu branko say de ye wure nyina hye no mu say na me first me from honorable offer na say me from honorable offer and ye be edin Odia wan hwe obewu
mindset no
wan hwe obewu ajan akonwa no ho
okay now kasa okay I wanted to say the same politicization it is because bibia political intina most of the time pressure and down because where we are supposed to focus on we barely do that in the sense say the same crop for year they are working for the government amount also modern they are not bringing it. Who is making sure that supervision is going there? Na unya wejuma ya pamon. Say ye juma nyine ya. Some of these things pressure and concorda so. But because ye bibia political party tino, nipano sebio Jimmy Cran no sa obe pamon no. Obekwa against you when it is time for election. Inti anono san you can't even complain when somebody is messing up in their office. Because most of them they are supposed to be in town. Businesses no, they are not at their office. They are supposed to be in town now. Or more what is going on in town. Oh, for office, the problems they have. You get the feedback, you bring it back. You know what people are going through per their business, per their lives, and then but with the private side, no, that is what they do, and then they get more than what the government is supposed to be getting. Inti so be nyine juma because any na politics intino to me pamo obi but the normal array no so obi eko ejuma say me kwako ye ejuma say na when to me and perform you have every right to sack the person because there are people who have qualified a year documents are omuti ho a year ejuma eja you marvel but when you need graduates na dey nyina and people with political connections are in the offices meanwhile they are not working inti sana pressure we ba do so sa
ALUTA 92.1 FM na assembly wo ha mpese me ka ho asema no pay Mustafa Hamid OSP a charge no say aban sika bebre wo no ho niema wanya enya asem ketua na eri asem no court nti we are not saying say we wi na so wi ai na mpesi yetie Mr. Mustafa Hamid Anopa prior to 2016 nsemu na oka na obeye pani kwadu esi yede bono enti video no I'm not sure semenya video no ha sei na kampese me yetie audio no enti twe audio no ma Frankie Mami na yentie no prior to 2016 semu okae osun nyina osun wallahi nyina ba mu ne niema ebobo se Mustafa afa no
ne maketwa
enti mpese yetie na sawo abonti na utie mi Anopa yi a mpese me ma oti ase se yen type panim bia and respect every individual especially those appointed and given a job to do so how Ghana for FM you can see a two admefo ka tuemu ya ka se 9% eye base admefo nyina abuafu kasa pa okobiti se Metro Max answer na kalisiza ebeba na pair de ma won no enya asema betimi aka wa fidie so na anim guase ekura se obi ya adwu Metro Max odi ene to nchen ya na no ye de eye Honorable Ashama Eba Hasi, Kwasi Ashama Baha, former Buem MP. Informal sector, overhead ye, or can't scan the Mawa. Arrow. Enti, Sasia, my force to say, and to a catuum, a bank of Fescaway. But I will be not. Nkrophobin so more public sector, ebi anadwen so oye MPP ninti. Bibia bana ka ho asamo a so defend. If say yes a ohun se ogu na ban animu ase. Obega say Agyaba na say the MPP ni aban mu nti o kom asamo yeden. Da bia ye wo precedence. Who sit there wo foundation. Enti aban free so ncheye. Accountability time ni adwuma MPP ye ya na mu bi no maduru ba bi hu se ne man kɔ yi no. Esi ehunu se ampada no kura na se ne ntwanto so. Ni ehuna no wi a afei efri afie besimu kɔ no ye de aban disi so nti nya botre ma nan haw. I'm not against MPP, but then I want the betterment of Ghana. Obi oti Ghana bi ese na so mudwo no ye ntena ntimi nya sikafo na emom de da biara da obi de beto adua na de ese ne nsaka obi pa adwuma ye onya de na aban de bi adwuma no sika ni ho sika no wa he akodi obi botom. Na say individual atimi sisa nyema we bobo wa oba power 2016 na wo kasa ya na fe ayesu. They said obi onim ye da bia me tren radio so me kwan esuma Ghana for na ye ma me office na ebe wi se Agyaba ska wi afa Agyaba ansa ska wi afa anya wo de eno na ho asem a me kana no pay say one a holy public officer ye sika akodi won ho no we have to make sure say ye nsa aka sika no ye sanka na ye de koto ba bia se da se area bia wo ha constituency bia aban wo bank wo ho some person me ye adwuma me 100 na me kwaji a metimi anya access to na me de ye adwuma na metwere bosumi biara nkanya bad nka very good idea on this show na ye bia phone lines a oba pe 100 Ghana cedi dia share business ase berma wo bobra nya yo so pe 100 cedi akoto nsuo nka onya se eche ne bi ne kwan so okosere so walk straight to bank with the Ghana card no kwaje 100 cedis oton nsuo na otwa ngakra when you first oh bobra so her Ghana se sia Lebanese ne Indians na Ghana afa Chinese no Ghana afa Hospitals Road ko hwe left right center omo na ebie shops wo ho ye man loan bi opa one man mo quiet be ma no interest no wo fam oba Ghana no de abeya adwuma no odi ben ya ye man mu de ye ntumi nye ye say mo friend nya galamsey tu o jai no akoye de adwuma ese make sure say areas na woni bia na your product bi obetimi a manufacture ye no abie ayi wo ho and until that was the idea MPP but also one factory the idea was say every region bia na your raw material bi wo ha ebetimi aka say ye factory wo ho a ebeboa ya me e ko animu that was the idea okọ mikro mbrekum a don fete ye tomato factory kese pa adwuma for 3 months yatum those the same people for no ba no more chake one factory brekum ye tomato factory me sika wano tum yatum was say I'm not aware then I'll go and find out aban policy oba watwa sika wura mu no ya close down and the people were not aware obetre radio so aka say ye factory 150 me catch say workers na wo na nti wo do waka won say nti be mo wawe no wo beto ba atia wo e se ne ya to bi tomato so ye ntua aka me makwati abehunu e ka no communicator tenkran Agyima chinye na kwaku atia freda bi Agyaba aboa mesi yo anya hwe kwaku atin ene mo ne enti aban baso a won na oyi won se wo moa no won na ekum aban no sorry MP this for esi a omo adwen say bi obi obenya position bi oba so oba ha adwen no ye be yi wafiri wo hwe MP na no galamsey ye allege so wakofa tax abai hwe NDC mpanimfo me hu om social media wo condemn me papa no na lend say NDC wo platform bi ye mpanimfo na wo so yes the way omo si twa akwa no say omo nyini free party no na panimba ko say oh munya da gye entie enu no mpo e omo ye so yi gase wo be ha om bi on be ha obi sa na ese ye de kikire oman hwese ofa toma oil refinery nanka MPP time ye ton $22 million aban we buy no wa ye adwuma nyamfa so $21 million yampani fo no bi ma bodamo omo adwene nya adwuma aban japade no ye ton $22 million aban we buy within 10 months omo ye adwuma nyamfa so $21 million ye ka we yabaka to ye MPP ninti MPP atwam ti yen kan dis asem ye be kan this asem mere ne nyanure ye be kan this asem mere ne yensura this fo maka kiro say yemfa wuo hunahuna yen da krope bi enko a wa be wu enti de ye nokura ne ye be kan ye ni obi ahotan ye pese Ghana anye yie we have nothing to lose any kwanse Ghana ye say ye feel no den chance say ye be yie penansi aban bai hwe gold board mfaso de mayen hwe mfaso gold board de mayen yesi de agina nyina no nema mienu koko a ye de koye gold a nanse ekọ na eba e dollars ne brain na umpe we de na ape yenua ai Paul betena ma yehunu se abenso wo ho mfaso betimi dis dollars abre sa cash timi dollars brain niam betimi dollars aba o man mu ha nya ne maketwa nanso ye wakofifo bi mo man mu a omo interest no mo dwen ho omo interest de ono bedi Ghana for na komo de na enfa no ho ono interest no dwen ho na na ye mu bi no ho a ya ne ne mo nya adwen ya ne ne mo nya adwen kra ye ntie Mustafa Hamid tie no na wie hwe ne ma ejimi allege say oba aban mu ne nsaka na hwe komo edew na say no na still la office enu kwanse ka ho asem a enu ye wo wasem a ye ntie no.
Sad. It's terribly sad. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved.
You are listening to 92.1 FM. You are listening to 92.1 FM.
In all sincerity, as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallah, inshallah. Please don't cry. We shall rescue our
Okasa ya na feosu. Wallahi, we need to rescue this country. Please don't cry. I'm not going to suo. Em say na ba kai ya 2016 ye nyina ho edu ba na mintimi na fie. Em say na niam ya te sa akoso. Nya se ya te ne ya ko Brazil aba ye hu de si ye. Ya ko Brazil ba ye nyina ye hu ye. Ntine ye niam ye ne ya de nye ye funu ya de. Ntine ye te system na say aban bi ba ba yi afri ohaw ne amane mu. Afa obi a wallahi we need to rescue this nation no. Yentie niam it's being alleged say e won ho. We don't find the same name about no. Semu ba ko pempo e no kra. Wallahi, we will rescue this nation.
Let me tell you what the court has seized from him.
92.1.
The man who cried on TV that he was going to fix Ghana. Inshallah. Remember that? Okay. How Sinotrack fuel tanker GT 692624. Sinotrack fuel tanker GT 670424. Sinotech fuel tanker GT 623024. Sinotech Sidetrack articulator head GN 175924. Sidetrack articulator head GN 173924. I'm talking about what has been confirmed by the court. Okay. King's Energy Filling Station, Millennium City, completed. King's Energy Filling Station, La Paz, completed. King's Energy, Opekuma, completed. King's Energy Filling Station, Dansuman, completed. Parcel of land, 0.22 acre, La Paz, Okaikwe, North, Accra. Parcel of land, 0.20 acre, Odoko, Ablekuma, North, Accra. 0.43 acres, Salaga Road, to the north. Land, Kulikuli School, Tamale, underdeveloped. 1.14 acre parcel of land, Adenta, Accra. Then, if you will indulge me, this is what the court has confirmed. Okay, court has confirmed. Let me repeat that for emphasis, and then yet to be confirmed by the court. The Atlas Suite, Airport City. The address, 1 bedroom, Roman Ridge. The address, studio type, Roman Ridge. The address, studio apartment, Roman Ridge. The Bantry, 1 bedroom, airport residential area. Beyond residence, Roman Ridge, completed. The Monarch, 1 bedroom deluxe, completed on Drake Avenue. The Monarch, 1 bedroom deluxe, Drake Avenue completed. The Monarch 1-bedroom deluxe. I'm not recurring. This is not 0.333. Different properties I'm talking about. I haven't lost my speech or my train of thought. The Signature Apartment, 10 Boundary Road, and on and on and on.
Before you proceed with that, Kojo, sorry.
You are listening to 92.1 FM.
Oh dear, within 8 years, or by first year, no, first term of Akufo, no, a sports minister. And the second term, they didn't call a year petroleum side, no, NPA. And the tracks and kwa or now a filling station will be when Sase, when Yama Winya. Nadia. Iwe ye gana ye nipa ba akofo
fast o
when yakufo aro ne yema o man pani no nkasa kro be president no ye nti say no what track we or track we
nkwa
finance minister kra nti say we adai na saka adwuma focus amonto wa katua mu a they have every right so because to na katua vi say so ono wa na ye campaign na anu ye na ya kwa appoint to as MP boss na so otiminya niema wi ya at once na bo so me so a obi ye adwuma the whole month wo kra no ya ma ofie timu ya ma V8 ya ma gardener ya ma de ono adua ya ma de osu niema ya ma allowance atade a wo hye ata uti a wo koyi nyina Ghana tuaka na timi sanya Japan na obi bo so me o ye adwuma ya ma 2000 sebo sumi adwuma waye nyina na katua no
eda 2000 high level
sasa na America na sani pa we oka so onko adwuma na ye be strike obe striker na ye adwuma fa kra mo kire mo ho adwuma fa kra mo kire mo ho ya na yenim de ye ka
ye top prepaid o
obe top prepaid da bia sese ye pese ye to nsuo ye pese ye to nkane amu skanka ba betimi de aso asene no enna nkrofo sese yi enna nkro we nipa ba akwasem na ye kan you nipa ba akwasem na ye kan na de obampani mahama wo de opa Agyaba nkrofo we nko
Agba Victor
ALUTA
FM 90.
Esi ya yire won ne ye hunu se ampa ono na adwuma ye ne pay de ma na bosome na no de toto we nyina pay de ma so yenim pay de ma panim bia okromu asei nti se ye quantify o pay ne avan se wo de o pay no 8 years obedi ye no sa pay na oje ya e be calculate ne ya hwe se timi ye filling station ya
ana ALUTA number
ibehwe baby onye
skana to 92.1 FM
na bia wonya os na ode gusu
ana bia so skana to woni dem because
if you debate
too bad enti ye besre Ghana for so unsi ye kasa ye ntan obi a we are talking about reality on the ground. We are talking about niema enye the enti ma Ghana for to abati MPP no bi na make ho asem no na mo ye nyina na ye ka we nyina na NDC for so you taking clue from it say enwa na Ghana for bi gina so ato aba enti mo ye ni yi a ebeboa wo wanye ni yi a ho be kire wo ye ne eye ifo be din komo ansa na makwa ahoma no so kameko lines no se sia kodi nkomo afa afrefo na mesre se mamene eye online drivers association ewo fiase owo hawo kakra na ese ye boa wo hawo no na ye bra no ase nti mamusa manfo ahase efre munya abotre
92.1
nti akosuya na kobi montwen o flip side. I'll come back to you guys, okay? Near wrap it up. And inti mesre wana efre nyina munya abotre na mefa afrefo na mene eye online drivers association for nin komotaw was reduction in 30% commission eno kire sen e assemble ya yeni ho komo na meba mekwa ahoma so anopai na yedi nkomo ALUTA 92.1 we are on na kai say 90 be sori ye sori a eye royal lady edi eye afisem bebro ye hwe omanyimu se bia ho beto na me ho ato ne ma enku yie wabrabom obi teti obi ha wadwen ne nyina no royal lady betenase no abo ho enkomo before that no ye ne eye online drivers association for ni nkomo efa won hawo awo efa adwuma wo ye ka online drivers eye hefo yen omo e wo fia na pay ye ne won eni nkomo na fe yen toaso enkwani ALUTA 92.1 the voice of the people yen amanfo how Ghana for how no ye ka ho asem anopa e wa fidie so ti Ghana se maka say ye wo ha for Ghana for enti Ghana ni bia wo ha bia no wo de beba say ye fisem royally de behwa amawo e fa manyo sem ne de say ye ne mpanimfo kasa nso wo de baba show yi so meka ho asem amawo na entertainment nso a fifi prato ho or number 1 the whole Ghana oba na Ghana tamdin we are raba de bebom paye esua nyame asem e de wadwen ba fie sayira and then this is the only station you need to listen to abusua memo akwa abaja o what you saying
oba de adaroma ye ho ye
ye fro saying
from Daniel Asare digital transport mo say union chairman
okay na menu anso
92.1
Enoch Jaisayo die kan kire mpanimfo so wonja de wo yo no na mmoye enti eye mewo eye Daniel Asare wo ha Greater Accra Regional Chairman Digital Transport Workers Union na fe Enoch Jaisayo General Secretary Digital Transport Workers Union chama memra ho mo how pa ne saying
medasi minia michia wetie for ene ahwefo ya ehwe en Facebook nyina how the doso
okay
nia eye aban side de ene nia app companies ne so ede enemu
okay nti aban wone how ene ye one na eye app companies no oka app companies ehefo na oka wasem
me kan boat Uber and Yango
okay nti se kru na ani ada ho nti aban how no ye ne ho ya
aban how no eye dia eye enhihya a ewo se ono ne yen ne app companies no edigu akwan mu se ne ebe ya draw for how ne efa ye adwuma ne ho the title service fee ya yitua ewo soro dodo
okay
bio app companies ni nhihye bia e draw for ho ban efa no se obi attack yen ana se driver bi anya akwanhia no ye ni bibia de ben e wo ho no sa sara na app companies no esan se omu dwumadie no obi apese onya market ni nti no sa trade war no emma e affect driver for no
okay
because obi a mpese obeye bibia end of the day no ono be lose riders se customers no ekodi one side a ono no lose Eninti nhihye a omo ehwe ne say omo be make sure say riders na passengers no e no omo focus on more esen drive for no na eno no ma eno so kutia drive for if you say yen na ye services see to fuel see better tie maintenance bi ye o car ne ho no app companies no enni emu chefe bia na enso no adwuma ye no ye ko e de kakra bi na ba fie if you say the more our complete rights dodo no eno na mo munya sika na so driver no na wo ye de ben na wo lusu
nti eno no wo pese aban se obamu
aban regulate omo se ne ebe ya enkoye se we charge sem me no ka se sisi esno bia ni base fare
okay
yango eje ni base fare ana ni short trip 15 to 16
nti ka se base fare na then na wo kan ye ntemo brofo na
base fare ni say from mwanimu hanumo eko traffic light na say the short distance no
right in the corner
say one kokra no sign e wo say app ne charge
okay
eno ni base fare no
enti eno no the swakra wo mu
say so mu kra wo mu no yango air charge 16 Ghana cedis
eno ye yango ni
eno ye yango
16
cedis
na ne wo hibio
ena boat egi 23 cedis
the shortest one no
yo 23 cedis ena Uber egi 25 cedis
hey okay
enu no ye hwe fu ayeto ye maintenance aye ya ene o ko short distance kra na o gina taxi driver menye sure say
enti ti se bia ye mfa ne se yangu base fare ye 16 cedis sano udi bi to so na se
wo mfa bi nto so na 16 cedis ni so enya wo nko a wo de a wo ne ba beche
nje no wo de esan
Yango edge 20%. Nti yenti 20% increase 16%. Ene be yo ebe be yo dia.
Nti se yango ti 20% na 80% ne yo dia.
80% ne yo dia.
Okay. Na se ne wo na wanya kese.
Unya kese ye.
Because yam fan say a 10 cedi. Yango ti 20% o 8 cedis. Ono nya 2 cedis.
2 cedis yo.
Enti wanya kese dem bi na nka ope.
Baby, I will drive a car, yeah. Oh, quack rider, no distance hour, a cover hour, the car, yeah, no. Say 2 minutes, say 3 minutes, say 10 minutes, you know, a free. Until say rider, and better terminal best 30 trip, you know. So, Oko could do the gate, I don't know, cancel rider now, oh, no, Aboka. If the petrol out the car, yeah, no compensation.
Sentin, yeah, Motien. Sebia, who cancel, and that's why we visa.
And no, yet, time Uber starting and a Uber at yes, but Uber who say both Yango. And riders because of cancellation into no on so aha because otewa na boat until no all the time we be use boat
okay
aha and into no senior american no say senior humanity and into no say we person or ye bibia be boa driver ni senior Uber start here no say what requested driver na ba be do one cancel ne there metal 5 cities e dey ama driver no dey atinifu also boat nso say there be Oba be do na rider no e cancel na there be gina ho be se nya foforo me nje hwe ma wo driver no
okay say no kre wo be se nya foforo ho
wo be se nya foforo but wa boka wo fu ho
say kwa na be fa nipa no so
there be request ne be ba na rider ni gina ba bi foforo wa say wo san tu car e de be e ko ho no mo
enti nka we no mo pese base yentum say ne be kwati ye customers no
oh enkonti ana say ja mampani kra ne mate se mo ka ho asem mampani ato e ka ne say adwumafo akatua mu
esa fia bi
java
okay enti ka we no aban mramu
no regreti
app companies ne nkasa
sane ebe ya obia no ebe gina level a ebe ye pa obi de nkosoro si obi
yango na afei Uber
no
yem fashion
30 cities
ndikani nyina anye baako
na service fee ni so ni nyina baako ene me no wo kase Uber depending on baby a rider no ejina no e na all charge the commission enu nti se mi gina mo akira ha sei na obi gina mo anim ha no request ya Uber betimi age me 35% because me wo fire service for here nti me ba fawo no emu enye de ben enwa
nti ono beji sika mo afi
ono beji sika mo
am ka se no nka no obeji kitu abi se be ya wai anti whereby ya wo no distance akofa nipa no esua no ono twe mo Agyaba we ento asomo also oje 20% age 20% irrespective of baby any penny gina no je 20% nti baby a wo be benefit no wase abamu baby anka me nkwa akira wo ba mi anka me say more fuel no ono ogisika kese na frame ho no mo okay just say obremu
me ma a typical example
okay
we were just talking about cancellation
okay
one my request me could do a nipa cancel trip no one my compensation bia both crampo the vessel atwe waso say rider a cancel trip ya cancel riders are passengers no na you refer to them as riders
what cancel no money punish you
oh yes both crowd the vessel punish you say rider no a cancel trip and non kodan chen no ugina ho na ya cancel trip na ya sama request for fro no ya ma request for fro no ebia eben wo no we are lucky and now benya na eben ho mpo sometimes you can get a request about 2-3 kilometers away when ya na eben wo no Uber say when ya request eben wo nti obeti more commission does it make sense
na money omo aka ho asem
ya kan
no mo se den so companies in Ghana there and Ghanaian company have at least Ghana for the age more money or more kind there's no more
a true letter Emma the 3 major apps no both Uber Yango
okay
2 companies in a responder as we speak now Uber for responder here letter here
just say
omo frey ma yeshia wo Stanbic Heights
e for na frame
Uber for
send no more respond na ka so more respond
yeshia ye na omo se omo san ameti omo committee emergency call no into meeting in sheda ebe pemene is getting to a month
must have from bi
omo se omo be frame any from so omo de oh mu meeting ye ni wo so ye be from
mpanimfo ba na ese ehwe coordinate mu ne meeting Ghana mpanimfo ben ya
transport minister also bemu
modi atunanim
yamane letter and communication minister ye letter honorable Sam George
na modi mo no almost den
up to now ye nti o mon kan ye Ogyaba asem ade ba kwa awreho ewo adwuma mu no since 2016 awu baba akro we mu letters ahoro bia ni ho no ma aban akọ ye letters go all the ministries communication obi amfi
enti mesrese mo ma a copy of your letters amode company for nyina farmer producer what you say na de mode koma invite up companies nenso se de be ya me kan ho asem metimi nya akodro dia kan se me kan ya o ya na me ya se ye mpanimfo no wo makwan ema ho be sisi ye wo ye mamu ensi wo ba bia ewa so wakọ western world na ho ni sisi kromani dabi ensi ba bia even said ya mo kan no monti ase kura na ese omudi ni die mi obu mamo but what you say na eboa because we no Ghana for no ya me ka ho bi ye famo no at the better brand side of it me the kan koso bia price ne be koso nti bia be affect me nti mu nya Ghana for no say all man sa support no but I see dey na say do cars no do na ye ne atoto na man for the year adwuma nti at least the right thing must be done. Sure. What you say in this case the everybody say ebia we mu percentage na on bete so say maintain price na kura na ebia on percentage na enko fam na mo ntimi nya enough money say bia metimi aye adwuma say mo so mu ni ho a emwa
Agyaba eno na wo kan say percentage no wo fam a
yeah
sebio min kura ka men so uber no mefu bi
yeah
ntimi nim se ne yetie ekosoro bibria ye na aka say to bibia ya affect ye because ohwe babia oko ne ne expenses dia then ne ode fat trotro na se be yi a obeye ne sa enite ba ne sa na me no mi gina ho a request ne nya de be emma but service fee no was rododo 35%.
You say no sana ke bank am pay
there at least Ogyaba ade ba kwa ba be kan ho kra ye bibia e friend booking fee o ma charge ni nyina awie no o mo di bibia be bata ho se booking fee
anu ye ne o hia de bookman for ne ye o station o mo susua
eno ni asem no se wo rider no wo fie na anim na wo gina ye ni tuaka ye bi so mo asa mo se mo na mo tua but per calculation so enya mo na mo tua e de bi sa ho asem na o mo se mo na mo tua eni ti se booking fee ye ni mo se bookman de wo do ka akọ
na ka be gina me fie ni mu a me nsan tua ho kasa
eni ti no o mo se booking fee ni mo na mo tua one cities it is a fair near 30 cities I will be to 31 cities
nti so mo de booking visa o mo show up no eno asechire no
eno asechire no
na me fa no say uber ni yango energy sa one city no both energy by percentage or the booking fee by percentage nti say the higher the fare the higher the booking fee
mesres mo ma letters no na yemfa nka ho asem na yeso yemfrem panimfo bi ene oni hu komo se anamon ben na wotu afa ho na minimsa mo association massive nipa na doso mo free meeting mo ba
ye free meeting a omo ba in fact ye union no ekwa actually to Kumasi nyina
okay
edinti be a week or 2 weeks in here when the Kumasi for ne keka omo ho
okay
omo sit down strike they say their up companies no no omo ni enje ho
yeah
and then nia ye kan ne ye na mo media so kan nyina no in fact ya project ya ho say inu February na say enkan ha no omo nye bibia ya
next year February
yo sit down strike kesia
because said that was the best thing some way say drivers ni na no mo ko benkrum na mode bia say 2 days mode yesade no o ko basa Ghana fo ye ho be hyehye e say mo a mo ye na nya Agyaba Kweku on say mutimi mie mo ni yesa on betie mo mpanimfo na so fa uba ni bi nje ba say etsade a ada na ye nko solve issue wi nti ye no de ye no abibifo de yetimi ye chepa kasa yeti yesi ye de yenua ye experiment nipa bewu ye strike ye demonstration ene na asamo kasa mpanimfo ne te because we de mo kan kasa ban fasika bi amramo de mo kan ne se onko hu app companies no percent to munye hu bibi asam tie oja se enti mpanimfo ne ntie mo asam no mo nko hu mo na emfa asomdwe mre bi say the mo kan eto asumu ebi enuanum say ni say because of we anyway nti ona koda de me hu say is not the best enti mo man san kalete no na yeso yenhwe yenye course bi no menhwe de but for betimi aye for you know bi kra no omo di ho nkomo na yenya awe enti yenkoti yom mfiri omo ebebo yi pa why enti nkomo fro ben na wo bi
ya me pese me mesisu dua kese nkabom between yen online drivers me fancy digital platform workers.
Okay.
Digital transport workers union ya designing in a way any platform worker bia akwenya say or join this union no.
Okay.
Nancy couriers nsensem na ye chimoto riders ne niamaniama ekokoso nyina no ya ne couriers commission ekoye meeting postal couriers commission ene omokoye meeting ama ye hwe kwan ya befa so ya be regulate omo na mentime ho ase ne ne ekoso ne nyina no ebema sa niama no efri ho. Apart from that your informal waste sector omo sisa sabola no nansia app bi nso bae wo bola wo fia utimi request na omo ba be fa bola no nti they are also going digital nti yawo mo nso ewo union no mu sese nie haye kese the online drivers nankasa drivers because driver ekuta ne phone na odi ye na adwuma ebi obi na ama na car na odi ye adwuma ntino o frɛ no mombra ye nyese ya it's difficult getting them
and ntina mo nya results no.
Yes, it's difficult getting them nti me fa kwanya iso na me dia frɛ drivers ni nyina ye be koso akontokwa ye within your associations mun kitten it will yield no fruit until say ombe ye ombe si omadwin pi na omwenwu say Kwame Nkrumah kan say together we build.
Yeah.
Ye be ye den enye ye nansen ya de form bi online form bi about out ye de ato platforms ni nyina so ye pese nya data ye pese nya data of all online drivers ye Ghana ha nti form no ye de akọ out mesrɛ sɛ obi biara obi hu saa form no efri na ekɔ bia no obi bia obi hu form no on pick form no non fill enye too much details bia na ye pɛ nye too much details bia be boy na ye mu ayedu
unity is strength nti sɛ mutimi kabom yi a asɛm bi ya mpɛ mo ka bia mpani for beti mo anka mo no mo anya odo ama mo ho a ebe di nti online drivers amuti anopai ye frame muti akọ we dem mo WhatsApp chat group mutimi platform mutimi dingo mo nka mo hom enna mbetimi anya results o de ka nya nipa ba ko interest mu nyina mo interest nti mo ma mo nimre se de be ya mo sra ban a ohun se mo wodom nti mo kasa ade a huna politician se ya dom so ohun se nipa dodo I decided so maybe be atia on. Ombeba mo nchen sisi anti mesre se wo ye online driver na utia so nka ho afa ho ka ho na mo frame tia contribute to your discussions. That's the best thing that you can do to help your association. Anti me da se chama fair point.
Me da se senia o wie baby wie curious ne hono no.
Yeah.
Ntokwa bebre na ekoso courier commission ni curious no enter. Ebe se say adwobre umra if say bibia mu no say bu pagya ne buma e de oha oba courier commission yes yenim say omane mra na mo kwan so omunyo omadwuma but say obi e deliver ade of be 20 Ghana cedis 30 cedis now say courier rider no o metua courier commission of 1070 Ghana for as a registration fee
the whole year no. And that's a registration fee. Send it once and for all.
Yo, but
saying
1070 cedis.
Okay.
And a minister Bemu and omote so about 570 cedis. But Agyaba and yeah for say almost you know ye share dan tia sintia. If we say and you monkwan a adwuma no Agyaba.
No money honey.
Or far there na or they call VIP station akwa e de akọ ama omo so omo de akọ Kumasi. Oh no jisika kese sin motor rather na ode call
nti dey say and say some report na mpanimfo so nkwan a hoso betimi akọ taxi but don't say the tax dey o man yi nti me point ne say utua 500 na this afi na besi atua bi enye sa
pepe
nti 500 dey okay
but Agyaba
yeah
oh yeah
mo mama ho nyama hi me ni o mo ye adwuma me o fashion shopper da bi o mbaje me niam akọ
yo enu nti no adwuma na o ye no adwuma na o ye no eni sika na o tua no ye hu ni say e wo soro
this is na person ka o mo je mu
at least 500 o mo nche mi no
250 because Agyaba o mo doso so hu eye say ubenya edom ni nyina ebetua asen say ade ne wo soro ne nipa kakra bi na ye de be etua bio why sa registration awie no o say hia license no nso no eye 250 cedis no renewable say every year bia no be de be obe renew na driver's license go renew in 2 years so
no mo de ne ye wani
no mo de ne ye wani
mo na bodamfo no do so muti
and then driver's license will renew and spend more than 150 cedis.
No, we will renew saying
250. And every year, it's too much. It's too much. And it's your best. And then you who say police phone so at that time any other. Bio, Agyaba Agyaba Kweku investigation kakra maya mahuni say now DVLA and register a year motors.
Okay.
Your best ye papa mahama. In so share a year Okada for no Bobby Bray.
Say no assembly na ye motors
no a DVLA
omo your registration say
DVLA na a register motors no na as a sanction that so say mo nye de ben omo ntwen asana say omo hold on
okay
ni enimu say the we adwuma na ekosese no
say the any option be say register one
and it register because
omo track one
automoto no na one register no kwan obefa so obenya plate na ye de ben abo ho
be any proper document
proper document and also na police ni so mu na nsen ya tesa no minimum say mu di actually issue e baaye boys ni bi kra me that minimum say still court case go so e de be kwaso abani put measures in place na moto kada for no yen hwe omo nsem ni mu na omo renew omo register moto ni nya de ben mom no mu nya proper document
say omo boy yin yi pa
no
first ka obi wi adwuma me ye anajo metuka akọ VIP be yo wie ahomachi nyina ofre na waba ofre waba nti omo services ne de otutu na enye yi
yama DVL for letter ye be say CEO Giros
ye ne won be di nkomo DVL pani no nti oba ha ye be ka ho asem say de no betimi ya afa ho na ne mu animu ya
me say na ye letter no so on hwe na on respond to ye na because ye person ke ye nya education ma yen draw for no enam next year nhihia ye be ba efa license plate no ehho ne ade no enu nti no say be ya ye nwura afinimu na afi ase o upload document ewo system ne so a ye mfa because there have been a change ni ade enu nti e be sre available say ohwe non respond yen ya ma ye papa IGP so elete say be ya betimi nya education ama ye driver for ni riders no e bra ye rura Christmas season mu no enu nti no ye be say omo so omo hwe no mo respond yen na schedule data say education betimi ade ben abaso enu nti Agyaba yeda wase Agyaba yeda wase ene ebra wo de ama yen na ya beka ya asem enimu se o platform kesie no ekọ akire
na ida sepa opani Jaisayo General Secretary Madagascar Transport Workers Union na fi Daniel Asare Greater Accra Regional Chairman Madagascar Transport Workers Union ida mwasi bibia hamwa tembia mutimeba ida also the voice of the people enti Ghana for asem ne yeka enti bibia mutimeba ni yedi nkomo ya minshiramu na enso bi de ni bi de akiri ahwese bia abeto ntimo so munkrofo muntie yen muntie yen me hyehyɛ dwuma di bi sɛ mo yɛ adwuma munya how bebre besa me tie sanse ne bi ntimi yɛn mbaka sa akiri na mama yenkrofo a ofisi sa how nketenkete no
especially work and pay program mu sisi
ha adwen the producer no mbaka sa ne schedule date ani mo anum ya probably next week ne ya design komo no nso timo fa ha nyam fie bibia momra ne ne komo wati na mi show me bre ALUTA 92.1 na 025611 8783 0256118783 and 020900521 hello good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Titi asante no.
Kuma pimoa.
Apembe ba.
Titi said ma pia santima yimpo. Yimpo sanfo iti nyanom. Kasi including Jew and Java.
Jew.
Agyaba Kweku mention drink Jew. And also
the German president call a human share so mean can you send newspaper review.
Anyway, never know show. And expressing the free. Incoming a such time, what will do? You are interfering. You never my Chris. Could you understand? What kind of movie when the moon was very good? It's a little bit of doctor here. Now, I don't know how to so. Some you and only have the antenna catalogue. That's also open to me. To one. Huh? That's really clear. I'm going to come over to me. Oh, the crowd somewhere. And tomorrow we bring, yes, I'm other government solution. That's all I bring to me.
Tomorrow penny say. Tomorrow penny say. Who app companies no enti 1% na won give from ho no. And who to no mo pe. Company ne ti percentage ne so a. Na so mo anya sika mo. Ntanya se bi a yemfa bi nto so mo. What the make na say? Na ha na ko app companies ne ho.
The company to so
exactly. Internet say you hear ni nyina tasse na nyansam.
You must say en bana dine fanu ko petro. You wo ka ko na petro. Ya kini ni ntimi ya sa ko fanu ka bokati. Ni ni ko fanu ka bokati. O se o pro mo e fa ko die ni o pro yi die. Na so o pro fa ko die ni no wa ke ni pa do no ya me kan se kala se issue no. Ba ka mo ni mi se o ba. Fasting for no and satisfying. Now, you know about Kuku Zero and Kuku. I don't know.
Medas all from 12. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Agyaba.
Yes, sir. You're born in 30 seconds. Udini quite free.
But you're from Praga, aristocrat. I'm going to Castle Barrier.
Aristocrat, ain't you?
But you're under payment. I'm going to chairman, the chairman, and none of us all the banning. Agyaba, we attend and Ayananka, Sam George, or need digital space, app on a portrait, them who ban foreign owned with their companies.
Exactly.
And I foreign owned companies because of the rate in your at the phone. One told that you be intended, Abaka, Sam George, or how I say it more my way. And the young buyer what for dollar that on more offer to the companies in there, especially the foreign companies, the one way do. Almost have is not Ghana for Yankasa Quayam Fasino. Young call far wide and they be no Sam George at the level. And the data space way no Yankasa at Yankasa way at Memufuno. Yanka, and then would say, or Chinadi, Damayo Dabe, Sam George to one abandoned to one and more. Remember you will make a non Sam George, Yawo, on your non Kajaki, Yadama for the
Miss Medas, hello, good morning.
Good morning, on our way, Java.
Right, what you say?
That's on your miado me here. Also, Nanko point shop, and you are putting out their money and pay. Namin Honorable Courage, McAfee, New Mexico. Or TDC, any Honorable Joshua, Amidra, and Bamadi Jibre. Me Pacho, sir, driver for you, and as well online drivers for you. The transport minister, NSO, and as a communication.
Also, Mama, transport minister letter. No, one sign to be a command Sam George, and so on. Sam
George, okay. And Honorable Sam George, oh, you're not famous, sir, and say, oh, sorry, sir. BSC EBTT Ammonia Maso Ebia Mighty Mammo. You and I will Ankasa Prayer at a piano. If you better, the Sam George will make me a company, you could hire a foreign company.
A foreign company, yeah.
Why, and all Ghana for or share percentage, or different drivers for instance. If you do now, or the matter for a company.
Yeah.
Now, what sisters can know the aqua butcher at the aqua now. na ya ti o my way enti Ghana ni bi ni wa obetimi ayesa app we
Shatawala yebi na shaxi no enti we should patronize na wine but I say bright
enti Ghana ni bi nya we na enji sa adwuma na fama Ghana ni bi because kana omuji ana omuji afina o my
yebetimi ne omo atenase edin konwo hie se yebe pama omo nnam dodo nse nkwan ma na yede enti ye ne omo atenase
eno dia eno kwa na dodo nse nkwan o so the way omudi drivers for your fast on so no senye
hello, good morning.
Morning, Agyaba.
Me pa cha want to sing.
Aboy da Roma Agyaba.
Okay, ain't you?
You are no pay the me friend more than my doctor Mahmoud Bawumia. Honorable me be say wa kum Lord me share one and pray just give me secretary for papa. Share some joy as a communication minister one day you. I don't care you position signal Jenny no can some more. Listen, your communication officer or who to plan on the question.
Agyaba Beba ye nyina hu hwe.
Yeah, Diego. Which reason say first me and share one person manage affairs. Enjoy Sinabon enjoy you. They would be in front of my communication institution and start to papa. Let's remember Penny thing in the other week now communication is
morning and I say na some George Jumoye the onye dembium of me. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, we're free so na yemfa of refu twato na itama so na Royal Metro. Hello, good morning. Yes sir, Eddie. Yeah.
Yo, everything chiao. I just want to say na phone bon by. Fa edimando go for my. Now I say when it is for the interview. Online online digital castle. That's say o se ba kuno ka bi say say sky geomono e was ro 250 another visa.
Yeah.
If my man said right. And she say in phone at the moment you say you now when now on board no. O say yes be dia say o mo dosu. Na say uji one to be plan na.
A baby breed.
I say you scared the my phone. So o say uji one city. E be my brusu that say o di 10 city. She be say before say I be ready a you nuarum na e dey sro mo no. Omo pine so no mo nya obia registered. Say na be ya BBC a. Fa o ma dey ya na say fa cha mi na krom. O ma dey ya na say o be froka e fi chimkos no di kaswa ni esu e kaswa. We be kakao no ayra ni phone go 2-3 na ayra fu chimkos o di kaswa na mo si so mo na mama different car. Ba se car ni na register da. Ba o me dey dia car no bia no be dey. What no dey car no. She better say before say almost what they said them to for say yenti almost na dey come from. If say the listening president and then some I think a part of Christ at Waramwa.
Yeah.
It say the TV bia so I think say Adano any of the boss ya me boss Lucas obehwe na odi bi ma from na di ma
say Aluta 92.1 FM hai na DC Anopa Koko she you be watching na e beto so e ofia sei da me sorry royal lady e ba beto so na ono wadi afisem kai se royal lady pon a e dey agodi ho nsem bebro oxygen ni team betena se e no achi fifi prat de enenso so our exclusive interview de bebro enti kosonati ALUTA opon ya na rabbi enso e to so amao e didi so sa pack show ni nyina so hu hia eso otie meda me producers Bridge ni manapai obomichi dom sa so na DJ Frankie meda na sibebre Henry na fi Shanti meda won wase content manager Amponsa maximum respect to Amponsa Brittany na Kingsley meda won wase pa afi kobena na twe na kusua meda won nyina se Alima Boayen na fi Rabbi Precious Fifi Pratt na fi Bigotten meda wase adwuma wura Clement Jato na minhra no ahoden a ode tayachi na fi Mode Boayen ne kwakra mu sports team na meda wase na fi Pastor Samuel Hagan anapa obehye yende yefremi Agyaba Kweku Royal Lady anapa wa fan ho kama pa obabeto adwuma so na afisem